Between May 2020 and December 2021, I have secured $8,121,009.35 in legitimate funding for Black and minority-owned businesses. My name is Taliba Bales, and I'm the host of the Black Bankable Podcast. Effective immediately, I am coming for more for the community. Good morning, Chairman Rubio, Ranking Member Cardin, and members of the committee. My name is Taliba Bales, and I am the founder and CEO of TNB Tax and Financial Services, a 100% Black and woman-owned firm located in Birmingham, Alabama. As a small business owner and a small business advocate, I thank you for the opportunity to speak on today's hearing focus of capital access for minority small businesses. TNB Tax and Financial Services is a full-service tax and revenue planning firm with clients across the United States. We are on a mission to help small businesses thrive with airtight financial strategies and tools such as small business tax preparation, tax planning, bookkeeping and payroll, and business credit and financing coaching. I started this company here in the DC metro area while working for the Department of Justice, where I worked for over 12 years. Prior to working for the Department of Justice, I was an employee right here in the Senate, where I worked for 3 years. With over 15 years of federal government and small business experience, I made the decision to relocate back home to Birmingham as a full-time entrepreneur. And my company has hit the ground running. So today I have come full circle and am extremely honored to have a seat at the table from this view. Today's focus on equitable and sustainable small business recovery is vital to the fabric of local, state, and federal economies. As you know, small businesses employ nearly half of the nation's workforce. Small businesses have traditionally created approximately 2 million jobs a year. In Alabama, there are over 400,000 small businesses, which represents 99.4% of the state's total business count. However, since the official COVID-19 declaration of emergency on March 13, 2020, small business job creation has declined nationally by 17%. Small business legacies are disappearing. Companies like mine have found themselves on a battlefield trying to assist troops who are fighting without the proper armor. Of course, there were challenges that existed prior to COVID-19. In the interest of time, I'll only highlight 2 that I believe are the greatest challenges for minority-owned businesses. The first is the small business survival rate. 80% of small businesses survive their first year. That number drops, however, to 70% at the end of the second year. By year 5, if businesses are still around, there are approximately 50% of small businesses that are still operating. The second greatest challenge is the credit profile of a typical small business owner. According to NAB's Small Business American Dream Gap report from 2015, 1 in 5 business owners who applied for funding in the last 5 years were denied. And 82% of all business owners surveyed didn't know how to interpret their credit scores. I believe the root of both challenges is a small business financial literacy failure. Even further, inequitable access to information and expert level technical assistance should be the focus on this committee. Without the information provided to small business owners through the services of small business tax preparation, bookkeeping and payroll, and financial planning, there will continue to be a lack of access to capital for minority-owned businesses. Equitable access to information and expert-level technical assistance, equitable access to capital for minority business owners. TNB Tax and Financial Services has become the perfect blend of a small business financial literacy and trusted financial services. Therefore, through my business, I have launched a movement to get bankable. And we have experienced wins for our clients during this COVID-19 crisis. For our corporation entrepreneurs, we trained on the importance of having a formal payroll system in place. We stressed the importance of payroll tax withholding and compliance and the adverse effects of paying through other platforms that do not account for payroll tax compliance. And because my company is also a payroll provider, we were able to create and maintain formal payroll structures for these business owners. And this actually allowed business owners to have those quarterly 941 tax forms and other payroll documentation that was required by the PPP process. So those clients that deployed the strategy for implementing a formal payroll structure, they obtained loans. And some of those loans were between $7,000 to $250,000. So for these approved applicants, that amount translated in the ability to cover payroll and to divert the money saved by that loan into keeping the doors open and other expenses paid for just a while longer. PPP was a necessary short-term lifeline for small businesses, and it certainly addressed an immediate need for the business owners that were approved. However, to weather the storm over the long run, it is critical that business owners have access to flexible, long-term working capital. Minority businesses often do not have significant cash reserves or access to traditional capital, and any effort of Congress to provide long-term loans with low interest will help sustain these businesses. And I want to add that especially coupled with a blend of expert technical assistance with real financial tools so that these business owners can actually be approved for these long-term loans. In closing, the information that I have shared with everyone today is from the front line. I again state equitable access to information and expert-led technical assistance grants access to capital that business owners need. Small business owners are ready for it, and we expect it. Small business owners whisper stories of courage and strength into the fabric of the American dream. I grew up seeing the American dream of small business. Again, thank you for the opportunity to come full circle and testify today. I wholeheartedly offer my blended background to a continued discussion on what this very important is and what it means. And I look forward to working with this community.